Hi everyone, welcome back to Tax Adyan. Under GST regime, we all know that the refund option is available. Today in this video, we will see who can apply for refund, what is the time period for that, and for what all transactions the refund can be claimed. First, we will see who can apply for the claim. As per Section 54 of CGST Act states that any person who has paid any tax, interest or any other amount can apply for refund of such tax, interest or other amount so paid. The term any person opens the refund arena to that person who has borne the incidence of tax. This means that when the tax or interest is wrongly paid and the incidence of such tax is not passed to the receiver, then the supplier is eligible for the refund, or otherwise the receiver who paid the said taxes is eligible for the claim. Once you are fitting under the any person bracket, the very next important point you have to note is the time limit for the claim. In the erstwhile regime, the time limit for filing the claim application was 1 year. In the GST regime, any person claiming any of the above referred refund is required to make an application to the proper officer before the expiry of 2 years from the relevant date in prescribed form and manner. However, the time limit of 2 years does not apply to the claim application filed for the reason of excess balance in electronic cash ledger. Please note, for all type of refund claim other than the reason of claiming refund for excess cash balance in electronic cash ledger, the time limit of 2 years is counted from the relevant date, which is explained in this slide in detail. For export of goods, the relevant date is the date when the goods are crosses border of India. For deemed export, the return relating to deemed export is furnished, that is tax paid date. For export of service, the relevant date is date of realization of export proceeds. And for the refund of unutilized credit, the relevant date is the due date of the return for the tax period under Section 39. And for the refund as a consequence of judgment, decree or order, the relevant date is the communication of order, judgment, decree, etc. issued to the person. For any other case, the relevant date is the tax paid date. Now we will see for what all type of transaction the refund can be claimed under Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. Any person can claim the refund of tax under the head refund of excess balance in electronic cash ledger due to any of the following reasons. First one is where taxes so deducted or collected are deposited under the wrong head. Example, an amount deducted as central tax is deposited as integrated tax. Second one is where tax deducted or collected in excess is paid while discharging the liability in Form GSTR 7 or Form GSTR 8, as the case may be, and the said amount has been credited to the electronic cash ledger of the deductee who does not have the mean for adjusting the same. Third one is where the amount is remitted by the supplier under the wrong tax head of tax. Fourth one is where the supplier has remitted the amount over actual payout in cash. The second one is zero rated supply. It is one of the major categories under which claim of refund may arise is on account of exports. All exports, whether of goods or services, as well as supplies to special economic zones, have been categorized as zero-rated supplies in the IGST Act 2017. On account of zero rating of supplies, the supplier will be entitled to claim the ITC in respect of goods or services or both used for such supplies. Please note, every person claiming a refund on account of zero-rated supplies has two options. That is, either he can export under bond or LUT and claim a refund of accumulated ITC, or he may export on payment of integrated tax and claim refund thereof as per the provision of Section 54 of the CGST Act. Thus, the GST law allows flexibility to the exporter, which includes the supplier making supplies to SEZ to claim refund upfront as integrated tax by making supplies on payment of tax using ITC, or export without payment of tax by executing a bond or LUT and claim a refund of related ITC of taxes paid on inputs and input services used in making zero-rated supplies. The next one is, the registered person can claim refund of payment of wrong tax. Under the GST, a taxable person might pay IGST instead of CGST plus SGST and vice versa because of incorrect application of the place of supply provisions. In such cases, while making the appropriate payment of tax, interest will not be charged and the refund claim of the wrong tax paid earlier will be entertained without subjecting it to the provision of unjust enrichment. The next one is, the casual or non-resident taxable persons can claim refund of excess tax paid. We all know that a casual or non-resident taxable person has to pay tax in advance at the time of registration. A refund may become due to such persons at the end of the registration period because the tax paid in advance may be more than the actual tax liability on the supplies made by them during the validity period of the registration period. Please note, the law envisages refund to such categories of taxable persons also, but the amount of excess advance tax shall not be refunded unless such a person has filed all the returns due during the time their registration was effective. Only after such compliance will the refund be granted. The next one is refund on merchant export. Please note that when the goods are procured by the merchant exporter at a concessional rate of 0.05% as prescribed under the notification, subject to certain conditions specified in the said notifications, the exporter will be eligible to take credit of the tax at 0.05% or 0.1% paid by him and export the goods only under the cover of LUT or bond, and he can apply for the refund of ITC on such exports. Please note, if the merchant exporter wants to claim refund under this category, he should do the export only under the cover of LUT or bond. The next one is refund under inverted tax structure. Where the credit has been accumulated on account of rate of tax on inputs being higher than the rate of tax on output supplies, except supplies of goods or services or both, as may be notified by the government on the recommendations of the council. Where the registered person covering under this category, he can claim the refund under this type of refund application. The next type of refund is refund on deemed export supplies. The government has issued notification number 48/2017 Central Tax dated 18/10/2017 under section 147 of the CGST Act, wherein certain supplies of goods have been notified as deemed export, which includes supplies to EOU, EHTP, STP, BTP, and supplies under advance authorization and supplies under EPCG scheme under the foreign trade policy. The registered taxpayer who are covering under this category can claim refund based on the provision under GST and the manner prescribed therein. This is all about the basic information with respect to refund claim under goods and service tax. We hope from this video you got to know who can apply for refund and what is the time limit for that, and for what all reasons the registered person can file refund application. In our next videos, you can expect how to file refund application in the GST portal. Thank you for watching this video. For more such videos, visit our channel and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. Thank you.